have a little.
Hey y'all.
Yeah, have a little spice.
Hey, y'all.
So today we're gonna be doing a Would You Rather couples edition. So yeah, let's get started. Question number 1. Would you rather have sweet or savory foods?
Sweet foods.
You really think so?
Yeah, well, what is savory?
Savory food?
Yeah.
It's like steak, stuff that has like...
Oh, well, then probably savory foods. Then.
I was gonna say, he is definitely not like a sweet kind of person.
Yeah.
But
okay.
me, on the other hand, I would definitely say sweet foods because I have a sweet tooth 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. I could literally eat sweets anytime. It's a bad situation to be in, but I would definitely say sweet.
Question 2. Would you rather travel into the past or travel into the future together?
I would much rather travel into the future together because, I don't know, I feel like there's a lot to look forward to in our future. And yeah, I'm always about like moving forward, not looking back kind of thing. So that's what I would put. What would you put?
I agree. I'm big on leaving the past in the past, so I definitely think the future. And you know, if you move to the past, you can change things.
That is true. You could change like the course of everything in front of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Question number 3. Go out for a date night or stay in?
That's a tough one.
Why?
I don't know, because I like to stay in. I'm a homebody, so I do like to stay in. But like, I do like to also like go on dates. But if I had to choose, I'd probably say stay in.
See, that's really shocking to me because anytime I want to stay in, Jacob is like, let's go out, let's go do something, or let's go eat. So that's really shocking to me. But I kind of just answered the question for me. I'd much rather stay in. But it also kind of depends on the day of the week also. Like, majority of the time, I would rather stay in. But if it's been like a super chaotic day, obviously I want to stay in. But if I've been like super lazy, haven't really done much, then I would kind of rather go out. So it just kind of depends on the day that I've had, in my opinion.
Yeah. There's the big one. Okay. Question 4. Would you rather have a big wedding or would you rather just get eloped?
See, this is something that Jacob and I have went back and forth on for literally forever, even though we're not engaged yet. Like, obviously we try to plan. But I would rather get eloped because we have always talked about having like a smaller wedding anyways. So I feel like an elopement would go with that versus having something big, which is not really what we want.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
Yeah, I agree. I think I would rather have, like, if just based on the question, I would rather get eloped because we just talked about always having like either a small wedding or getting eloped, but still having the same people there and stuff. So
yeah,
I would definitely say eloped for this question. Yeah, cool.
This is a good question for you, my friend. This is a perfect question for Jacob. You ready?
Yep.
It's a big one.
Okay.
It's really not that big. Would you rather have a public or private proposal?
Probably a private proposal. Yeah.
Really?
I mean, I wouldn't, like family being there is different, but the actual proposal part, I'd rather people being, if they are there, be in the distance, and then, let us have our moment together, and then everybody be together, so.
But would you rather do it
private?
Some more private?
Yeah, I wouldn't like I wouldn't
like
do
strangers
like a concert.
Yeah.
I don't think I would. I don't even think I'd be comfortable doing
Yeah.
that.
Like a big crowd.
Yeah, drop the ring and lose it.
Can you just see that? I could absolutely see that happening.
I don't think I would do it in a big crowd.
See, I would rather have a private proposal just because the same kind of reason. Like, I don't know. I would just feel really weird. I don't like being the center of attention. So I feel like if you're in a big crowd in a situation like that, like, you're drawing a lot of attention to yourself. But I would be okay if it was something like that can be made private, like if you're at like in a public place like a beach, but you can make it kind of private, you know? Like that's a little bit different, but overall, like private versus public, I'd much rather it be like private.
And like we're, to be posting YouTube videos, we're pretty private people.
Yeah, we really are. Like we are very like
So.
to ourselves, like just kind of how we are too. So that makes sense for us as like a couple.
Yeah. Login. Okay, question 6. Would you rather live where you are now, or would you rather live somewhere else?
That's a really hard question. I would rather live where we are now, but I'm not opposed to going somewhere else. Like if one of our jobs or something took us somewhere else,
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to moving, but I would much rather stay here. So my final answer is like, I'd rather stay here.
Yeah, I agree. I'd much rather stay here. I would be opposed to some places. I think she's more willing to move than I would be.
Yeah, I definitely
I've
am.
got like a very select few places I would be okay moving to, but
Yeah.
but
I have an open mind.
Whatever
20%.
happens. So.
Yeah, that's true. Question 7. Would you rather be known as a failure and it not be true? Or be known as successful and it not be true? So, to clarify, like basically, would you rather be a failure and know you're not a failure, but everybody else knows that you're a failure? Or be successful, but you know you're not successful, but everybody else believes that you're successful?
I would rather be seen as a failure, but it not be true.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't want to like, because I don't really care what other people think about me. So if I know that I'm doing the right thing and being successful in my own eyes, then I would be perfectly content with that, even if everybody else thinks I'm a failure.
I agree with that, because I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it's very...
Pretty deep question.
That's what I'm saying, like, got real deep real quick. But I feel like I agree with you. I'm the same, like, I'd rather people see me as a failure than successful, because deep down, if you know, or if you think, like, are putting out this persona that you're successful, but you know in your heart that you're not successful, like, you're just living in, like, a facade. Like, you're not living true to yourself or true to your life, so that'd be being dishonest, and that's, like, not what either of us are.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would much rather be seen as a failure.
Yeah.
Got deep. Got real deep, real quick. Okay.
Question 8. Would you rather have your significant other tell you what they want for a gift, or would you rather surprise them?
This is a hard question because I would want Jacob to tell me what he wants so I get him what he wants, but at the same time, I love giving gifts. Like, I'm such a gift giver that I would much rather, like, surprise him and, like, kind of figure out what he wants to surprise him, but him have, like, no idea. Like, very discreetly try to figure out. So I'm gonna go with, I'd rather surprise you than you tell me what you want.
Yeah, I agree. No, you're fine. I interrupt you. I agree. I would much rather surprise. Yeah, I like doing surprises anyway. And to answer like her side, I like to be surprised. Like, I would much rather somebody just surprise me than me tell them what I want, because that doesn't really happen. I don't ever tell
Jacob is so
anybody what I want.
indecisive. He's literally the most indecisive person I know.
Well, even if I knew something I would want, I wouldn't tell somebody.
No,
I
you wouldn't be
I
like,
would just
hey,
go,
get me this as a gift.
You
Like,
get it myself
yeah.
if I really wanted it that bad. But I would rather surprise people. I like doing surprises. I don't know. I think I do all right at them.
He does.
I have fun planning them for myself.
He really does. He gets a lot of enjoyment out of it.
Yeah, they try to get me to do lists for like Christmas and stuff, and I'm a list guy.
Literally, I love to make lists because that's just the kind of like type A planner person I am. But it's like an act of Congress to get Jacob to make a Christmas list. Like, once I get the Christmas list, I have to like mass spread it to my entire family because he literally just...
That's why I'm not going to make them anymore, because now they spread them. Everybody knows the list as soon as I send it. So.
They really do. And Jacob, like, he hates receiving gifts, but he loves to give them. And so,
yeah, I'll take a list all day long.
Yeah, he'll take a list, but he just doesn't like to give lists because
Right.
he doesn't like to be the center of attention
That's right.
either.
What did it say?
Who was the person that asked? You asked last. Question number 9. Would you rather your partner always be late or always be early? This is a really fun question.
I would rather him be early, because I like to be early to everything. And like excessively early, honestly. You get half hour early things. But we're typically about a half hour to an hour late.
Tell them why.
You.
There you go. I really am.
She loves to. She'll text me, come pick me up at 7:52. You know, very specific to the second. But it'll be 25 minutes later before I even hear from her again.
The thing is I weigh.
That's okay though, because I saw one thing that said people who are always late like end up succeeding in life. So
You heard it from him
so
first.
you never know.
No, I always underestimate how much time it takes me to get ready. Like, I have my routine down, and I know how long it takes me to get ready for, like, a date or an event or something. But I always think that, I do, but I always think I'm going to be able to, like, because I know that I only have a certain amount of time, that I'm going to be able to speed up and get it done quicker. Not the case at all. It just never happens. Like, I'm a chronically late person, which is a terrible habit that I've developed as I've gotten older. I used to never be late, like, ever. Way before you. But as, like, me and Jacob have started dating and I've gotten older, it's really hard for me to be on time to places, and it's a bad situation.
Yeah.
But literally, my chronic lateness is only with Jacob. Like, anything else,
That's fair.
I'm on time. Like, work, anything like that, obviously.
Yeah, I agree with that.
School, I'm
It's
on
just-
time for that stuff.
Just
but
when we're hanging out.
It's literally just Jacob, because one, like Jacob says, he is usually pretty early anyways. Like, he'll usually show up earlier than the time that I tell him to, so he's waiting anyway. So I'm like, oh, it wouldn't hurt to wait 5 more minutes or 10 more minutes, whatever. But anything else, I'm always on time. That kind of stuff I am punctual for, but not with him. I'm like, he'll be fine.
Thanks.
You're welcome. You gotta have some action with this one. Last and final question.
Okay. The last question. Would you rather have a picnic or go out for a fancy dinner date?
I think I would rather have a fancy dinner date.
Huh.
Because I feel like a picnic you could do like any day of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Like, me and Jacob, we usually only do like fancy dinners if it's like an anniversary or a birthday or something. They're a lot more rare, I guess. And so I would much rather do something like that versus like we could pack up tomorrow and go to a picnic, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like they're a lot more rare, so
Yeah.
it makes me like want them more often, I guess. But, and I love getting like dressed up and stuff. That's a fun fact about me. I love like getting all fancied up and dressed up and stuff. And I feel like with a fancy dinner date, you could do that. I guess you could do that with a picnic too. But like, if I know I'm going on a picnic and I'm gonna be outside, like, I'm gonna dress down. Like, I'm not gonna wear up a dress or something, you know. So for me, it'd be a fancy dinner date.
I don't know. I kind of agree. I would have said picnic, I think. But I don't know. I do like we don't do fancy dinner dates that often. So I guess if I had to choose one, I would pick it because we also really like food. We love trying. I would say we both love to try new restaurants. Like anytime we go on a weekend trip, that's the first thing we're looking at is where we're going for dinner. So,
Yeah, that's
because
true.
we just want to try new things. So
Yeah.
I would say, and typically they're fancier places. So I would say probably fancier, but yeah, I do like the picnics. I think they're fun.
Picnics are fun.
Last year, my girlfriend with a trunk picnic.
Yeah, he actually did. That's
I
another.
do like picnics a lot.
Yeah, we'll have to tell that story another time.
Yeah.
But it was, yeah,
Story for another day.
story for another day, yeah. But yeah, he did ask me out on a trunk picnic. It was so sweet. We're gonna have to get into it in another video.
Didn't even notice it.
Like we said, we'll get into that in another video.
Thank y'all for watching. This concludes our Would You Rather. May do another one here in the future. Probably. It was pretty fun. I had a lot of fun.
I had a lot of fun doing
Yeah,
that. That's a
so-
lot more fun than our first Q&A, I feel like.
Yeah, so we probably will do another one at some point. But yeah, thank y'all for watching, and hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one.
Thanks, y'all.
See ya.
Bye.